Welcome to the Golden Square Podcast with your hosts, Linda Scott and Sharilyn Fisher. Are you ready? Because we're starting now.
Hey, everybody. Oh my God. Listen, everybody, thank you for joining us tonight. And let's get down to the business because last week I was here by myself, y'all. Y'all know. Because I was celebrating my birthday. See, the whole entire month. Come on. I'm surprised. Okay, I said I'm surprised that she's not even like, hey, I'm still celebrating. But it's a joy to have you, and I missed you. I missed you too. And I know you had a great time. And yeah, but guess what? Starting tomorrow is November. Y'all think that was something? Just wait till the 14th. You can go ahead and get the Cash App and Zales and all that stuff ready. I'm just kidding, but no, I'm not. But we're ready. We're ready to have a great time, y'all. I've had a beautiful, long weekend. I just flew back in, and I had a chance to enjoy my sisters. My brother was so kind to us over the weekend. That's why I went home. And we had the spa day. We had dinner. We went shopping. I was like, so I had a great time. And I got a chance to see my great niece play volleyball. She was amazing. She was a beast. She was a beast. I loved it. So I've had a great time. I've got a chance to see my godmother, just everybody. But anyway, listen, I had a good time. Let's go with the punches. So y'all know that Sharilyn and I have been talking about this election all month of October, the whole month. That's everything was about the election. We started in September, and we talked the whole month, and we have this. How many fingers? Five more days. I keep saying a week because it's close to a week then it, but so we have that, and let's bring on our guests. Let's get started. Let's make this party roll. Hey, what's going on? How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm just as full as a tick. So, Henry, go ahead and tell the people, our viewers, a little about yourselves, and then we'll get started.
All right. Well, I am a minister. I have been ministering and pastoring for over 30 years. I'm also a call to outreach. So I work in outreach as far as rehabilitating people that are chemically dependent as well as homeless and the less fortunate, the ones that the Republican Party like to kick to the side. I am also a very, I would say, keyed in person to when it comes to the political arena, because I believe that every single American needs to be connected to understand how the people that we elect are legislating on our behalf. So I became very much involved in that when I was in my 20s. I'm not going to tell you how I am now. I have to kill you. But but I was very active here in Atlanta, Georgia, and I would tell you around the time when Shirley Franklin came on the scene, and she was like the first female mayor, and everybody was excited about that when she started that change there in Georgia. And I've just been hooked ever since, and really understanding that arena. And that's where I've been for the last, I would say, 30-something years, 32 years.
Okay, so you are, let me see if I can count. Let me see, 30 years he's been in this, and then 32 years, that's 62 right there. So I don't know, but if you fall into the 60 range, man, you look good. They say that black don't crack, and you prove. You are definitely proved. So we have gone into the politics because number 45, I despise him. Everybody in the country know that I despise him. I'm sure not by myself, but every day this idiot comes up with something stupid. Yeah. And I think what really see them grays right there? What really popped them up this day was he had the audacity to say that he would protect me us women, even if we don't want him to, he's still going to do it. I call him everything but a child of God because I was in my house by myself.
How you going to protect us if we don't want you to?
And how are you going to protect us if you don't care for us?
Right.
What protection are you going to give to us? Those are just, I don't know. I don't understand why we still have undecided people at this point. Either you going to vote for her or you going to vote for him. You can't be in the middle. There's no way. Not now, because he keeps showing himself.
Right.
And you know, I'm gonna say this, and then I need God to forgive me. And you pray for me when I say it, okay? So when I saw that idiot trying to pretend he was about to climb up on that dumpster, that dump truck, and stumble, I said, I wish you fall. I wish you fall. So I know that was bad. But I'm just gonna say what I was thinking. And I know other people were thinking the same thing. I'm not the only bad person, but I just can't believe everything that he is doing and saying and making it so hard for her. What he does, what he want to do, and say what he want to say, and she has to be perfect. But the best thing about what she says is that I am not perfect.
Yes.
I am not perfect. So by her stating that, he doesn't even say I'm sorry. And Puerto Rico. Whew, that's a whole nother ball game.
It is.
And these people who I'm talking to y'all now, who are undecided, when you see people rescind their what do you call their
endorsements.
The endorsements for him, that should say, oh, we don't even want to go there. People got to take back what they have given him. And then okay, one thing I'm gonna say, I'm through, then y'all can have it. But when he brought Nikki up to endorse him, he didn't even know who he was, and he kept calling her a woman, and she's this and she's that, and then a man pops up. I said I would have I would have did something. I would have said everything right then and there to let you know that you don't know who I am. You just know somebody was coming to endorse you, and you didn't research who I was and why. So you just, okay, y'all, because this man, I could talk negative about this man, but it'll be the truth.
Here's a question for you, though. And this is a question I really don't know. I don't know. I received a political newspaper in the mail the other day, and I was reading through it, and they had like Kamala Harris as for the running for the Democratic seat, and that other man running for the other seat. But they had a list of other candidates who I know these people have no way of winning. Why are these people running? And this said as I decided to vote, one of the names was Chase Oliver. And what if I decided to vote for Chase Oliver? Is that splitting the vote? Is that taking away a vote for Kamala or Donald? Because they have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have 6 other candidates on here. How does that work? How does that actually work?
You see, that's the tactic. That's the tactic of the Republican Party. We're going to make sure that we confuse as many people as possible. So they know that by putting as many people as they can on that ballot, they're going to get some people that don't really follow what's going on like they should, or some uneducated people to make uninformed decisions. Because as you know, the problem with some people in our community, as well as others, as you see, they're very uneducated when it comes to the legislative process in Washington, D.C. and how things work. They don't even understand the census. They think, okay, so I'm not going to fill out this census because I don't want them to come and get me. But they don't understand the census is tied to the money that will be released and allocated to where they live. So
Right.
it's all about like what's so awesome about what you're doing, Linda and Sharilyn, what you are doing is that you're educating. And I don't want y'all to ever feel like, okay, I have this show, are we really making an impact? You are making an awesome impact,
Uh,
and you are
thank
showing
you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
legacy
you.
and changing the bloodline of your family
Mm.
by doing this. So there's a lot of people that are suffering by being uneducated about what's going on. Undecided voters. Why should they be undecided right now?
Right.
Because
Right.
they're not allowing themselves to be educated. They're being indoctrinated by social
Mm.
media. They're being
Mm.
indoctrinated by what they hear somebody say instead of doing the work, instead of Googling, instead of reading, instead of really listening and having the critical thinking skills to be able to pull this thing apart and think for yourself. Why do you think Donald Trump wants to get rid of the Department of Education? Well, he wants to dumb us down. It's part of his
Right.
plan. You
Right.
won't have Black history. You won't have Black history books. You'll never, our children's children will never understand what
Mhm.
America did, what our people went through, how we built this country,
Right.
because there's some uneducated people that are holding on to a man that is power hungry and jealous of the first African American president and his family.
The
So this
first,
is
and
what
you
this
said it
thing
right.
started.
The first.
Hello, Cassandra.
Yes. Could go ahead and continue.
So this is where this whole thing is starting with Donald Trump. This thing with the United States of America, I do not believe that Donald Trump just got this epiphany that I want to be the president of the United States, or actually had a call from God to become the president of the United States. I think that Donald Trump is a jealous man, and it started him seeing an upstanding African American man, a married man that knew how to
Educated
treat a
man.
woman the way
Yes.
that she needs to be treated, that
Yes.
did not cheat on his wife, that did not do commit fraud and different things of that sort, that did not discriminate against African American people as far as housing. He saw an upstanding Black man, and that set him off. And he said, well, you know what? I'm not going to let you get in the place with your Black self. I'm
Mhm.
going to show you that I can do this job better than you. So I
Uh-huh.
think that's where all of this is coming from. And I think that the page is getting ready to be turned around. And Linda, like what you said in the beginning of the show today, and Sharilyn also, about the analogy of the garbage truck. I want us to look at that because see, God allowed for him to he thought that he was going down there and I'm going to throw off on Joe Biden. I'm going to throw off on Joe Biden. So I'm going to get up on this garbage truck. But he also gave us something special that we're going to celebrate on November 5th, because America will take out the trash on November 5th. And we will have that clip to be able to play and say goodbye because you were the trash.
That's
So
it.
I am so excited about how God, because this is a God thing, how
It
God
is.
raised up a woman. And
Yes.
she probably was not ever thinking about, I will become the vice president of the United States. The president will hand it over to me because he will start to have health problems. And then I will become the change maker. I will
Yes.
become the thing that Martin Luther King had the dream about. I will
Yes.
become the thing that Susan B. Anthony dreamed about. I will become the woman that will
Yes.
lead this world into a new way of leadership, a new generation of leadership
Yes.
that will change the perception of women all over the world. I bet she never ever thought that, but you never do when you step out in faith. And that's why I love Kamala Harris. I stand behind her 150% because I see a woman that took a chance, and it was not all about herself, but it was about all of us.
But you know, it was a woman who had that woman, right?
Come
and a
on.
woman who had that woman who had that woman. And then a woman who had that woman who had that woman who had that woman.
Come on,
that's
Linda.
what I don't understand, because we are special. And that's why God put us here. So while you can own, and I'm not saying you, but men, y'all focus on one thing. Let me get this thing right here. But see, we don't have multiple things going on. Like, okay, we got to go home, get the kids, got to cook dinner, got to make sure he okay, got to do this, got to do that. So when did we stop doing those things? When did you stop seeing me as a mom do multiple things and make things happen? When did you stop calling me and say, Mom, I this happened and I need, you never called your daddy. You called your mama.
Right.
So if you called your mama and you called your sister, they still women.
Right.
Why can't we accept? I almost said something else because you was a minister, but that'll be another show.
No, but you can say it.
But no, it was it. No, I'm
Don't encourage her.
Yeah.
Don't encourage her.
No, I was thinking. My thought went to in the Bible where the ministers of sometime today saying that a woman shouldn't be in the pulpit, stuff like that. That's why I say that's a whole nother show, because I can talk about that as well. But women, all 5 days, I don't know how many days out of the month, let a man do that and see what happens. We carry a child for 9 months. Let a man see what that's all about. You can't. Our brains work just as well as yours. We just as powerful. When you go to the bank, who you give your money to? A woman. A woman. And when you're teaching, and now because we're still short of men in the school system, so who is teaching your child? A woman. Why can't exactly? Why can't we have a woman? Give her a chance. She has 4 years to make things happen. Wait 4 years to attempt to make things happen, because if she don't have the people underneath her, she can't get things done. And then you have to understand, oh, she didn't have no senators, she didn't have no Congress people, she didn't have this, she didn't have that. So how could she have done these things? So give her another 4 years and y'all get some people underneath her so that she can do some things. Her policies, I'm for them. I'm for them. Now, is it that I'm gonna agree with everything? No, because you sitting here, you ain't agreeing with me with everything. Sharilyn, I don't agree with her. It's okay.
It's okay to
disagree. Absolutely. But at the end of the day, can we say this is how it's gonna be? Meet me halfway. So that's what we need people to say. Let's meet her halfway. She is traveling everywhere, 3 and 4 states in a day, and you still saying, I don't know much about her. Dude, when I stuck you with that penicillin, did you know what was in it?
When he said that the one day that she was not on the campaign trail, he said she was at home sleeping. Somebody slapped her.
I know, and I wanted to be that somebody.
Kamala did an interview the other day, and they asked her, one of the questions they asked her is, what are you going to take from the Biden's administration? What are you going to take from that? And my TV went off, but I hope she said nothing, because this is not Biden's time. This is my administration. So I'm gonna do some research and find out what was her
and that's what her response was. This is what I'm gonna do.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
good,
this is what I'm gonna do. Now, there are some things that Biden did that she could say, okay, well, I could put some more enhancement to that and make some things happen. But this is about me and what I see that our country needs. And when I see some of the videos of everybody together having a great time, laughing and joking and all of this, that's where we used to be. Now,
so uptight now.
Yeah, everybody's so scared to say something to everybody. But let me just tell y'all people on number 45 side, y'all approach this nut right here with some foolishness about this guy who said, if I see somebody with a Kamala Harris hat on, what he was going to do, I'm ready to whoop somebody's ass. I ain't even going to lie to y'all. I'm going to have Jesus on this hand and the Holy Spirit on this one. I I can't handle that. I can't handle that because you can't bully me to not be me.
Right.
Sandra said we had nothing but men run this country. It's time to give a woman a chance.
Yes.
It was time to give a woman a chance when Hillary ran.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was time
Yeah.
to give a woman a chance when Hillary ran. But
that was that movie.
I know everything happens in its season.
Yes.
That was not Hillary's time. That was not Hillary's season.
That wasn't Shirley Chisholm.
Yeah.
All of them attempted to open that door.
This is a Kamala's time.
It is hers.
Season.
It's
Right.
hers. It's hers. And y'all, we have to give her the opportunity to do what God has placed her here to do for us. And when I say us, I always say I'm closer to the end than I am the beginning. However, I have grandkids, I have nieces, I have god grandkids, and all those. So opening that door for them and allowing them to live and learn about their people. Why would you? I know why, because we just talked about that too. Why would you want to be around a bunch of dummies? And everybody don't want to be a dumb person.
Mm-hmm.
It just happened to be I'm in the wrong family, wrong place.
You know, a lot of people don't want to put in the time and the energy to just really study and really use their critical thinking skills. It's so easy to let somebody just pour into you, and you just take everything that they pour into you without even thinking about it. Like a lot of people that go to church and these preachers pour all kind. Well, you know what? It's two sides to me. So you get ready to find out. These so these preachers will indoctrinate you. They will pour anything into you if you let them. If you do
That's
not,
right.
study.
That's right. That's
because
right.
what they're trying to do, their end game is to grow that ministry. So if they can, I'm going to say it, Jesus, if they can manipulate you, into giving your light bill money, knowing that you need that light bill money, some of them will try. But
they
I
will.
said all that to say this. I think a big portion of America needs to start getting their information from credible sources. And I think that we, like what you two are doing, we need more people to educate the public and need more platforms in which people will be able to listen to people that are seasoned, people that understand the legislative process, the way the government works, because, you know, we have a lot of people saying, well, she had 4 years to do that. Okay, a little boy from a college broke down the job of a vice president.
Okay, well, hold on, Henry. That wasn't no little boy.
How old was he? You know, I say that because I'm so.
Henry.
You can't tell my age now.
His name was Marcus, or his name is Marcus. Marcus, you ain't no little boy. Don't let Mr. Henry fool you. But Henry, you're absolutely right. Go ahead. I just had to say that.
You know, I think people don't understand, because the first thing they want to say is, well, she's been in there for 4 years. Why didn't she do this and do that? She was not the president of the United States. So she had to be like a support, like we do. Like, I'm an actor, and I have worked with different Felicia Rashad. I just did a little role in Megalopolis with Adam Driver and different people of that sort. And I have a day player role. And what that means is that you go in and you're going to do that role for that day. So you may do one scene. And I said that to tie that into this, she is not the main player, but she is almost like the understudy.
Yes, so that's what she is.
Right.
That's what she is. That's what she's the understudy.
So she can do that job. So if anything happens to Biden, she will step right in. Exactly. But basically, it's Biden is the one that's running the show. And by the way, there's a lot they have done. There's so much more they could have done, but they had crazies like Marjorie Taylor Greene and people. And Donald Trump trying to run an outside government because he's
not trying.
The fact that he's no longer
He ran the outside. He ruined them. He's really messed up the whole Republican. It's no. This is not a race. This is not a race for presidency.
I don't understand why they are so afraid of him.
Because he's the president of the KKK.
Okay.
You know what? Hey, Linda.
Yes.
Linda, you just said something. Remember Charlottesville?
Yes.
And do you know how many prejudiced KKK Klansmen and women that follow ex-President Donald Trump? So it's something. Sometimes people say that, and a lot of people, I'm not talking about us, but a lot of people don't take that seriously.
Yeah.
But it is very serious.
It is.
MAGA cult.
I believe it, but I just expect for her to just come
I've had enough. It's time for people to open their eyes, and I got some glasses. I'll share them. They need to see, Henry. They need to see exactly what is put in front of them. Believe it. If this man say, "Ooh," he done said so much, I don't even know where to start. If this man say, I could just walk up to them and grab them, and you grab me, I'm gonna whoop your ass. I'm just tired. I've had enough, Henry.
Yeah.
I just couldn't understand.
I've had enough.
Those people, January 6th, knew they were doing wrong. They knew it was against the law. They knew we were going to go to jail, and they did it anyway.
No, they didn't know they was going to jail. He convinced them enough to say, I got your back.
Yes, he did.
I'm going to take care of you, but he did not.
They figure
uneducated people. Uneducated.
To know it's no way in the world he can have my back. And
But,
I'm over there killing police officers
and all of that. So
and
now you
House.
done messed up your whole career. We had people from the army, you had firefighters, you had every walk of life. Let him intimidate that brain and say, go, I'm gonna meet y'all down there. That sucker did not meet. If he didn't come, he ain't here. I'm going back. That's what I would have said. He done lied to us. That was a lie right there for me. I'm going back. I'll see y'all later. But he has messed up all these people's lives.
They mind.
I saw a young boy down in, what was it, Orlando? Some part of Florida, 18 years old, trying to stop people from voting.
That's right.
And he had a machete knife.
Machete.
Boy,
you better sit down somewhere because you can go to jail.
He gone. You 18.
Right.
You have been poisoned already. And now you're going to be in the system because Trump ain't going to be able to get y'all out. He done lied to y'all over and over. Look at all these people who suspended from the law, the bar, and all of this stuff. You where's your life? It's gone. You going to jail number 2024, 2016, 2018. That's your number. We ain't saying your name no more.
The lawyer had to give up all his property.
All his property.
Give up his New York apartment and everything.
I'm glad. I was so happy. I said, oh, she gonna get 12 Rolex watches. She gonna get a new car. She gets a penthouse. And I'm saying it's her and the mom, but they're gonna receive all that, and that's still not enough. But he ain't gonna have nothing.
Sandra said this man did and said everything that a
president should not have
done.
Right.
First time I heard president of the KKK.
Right.
Tina said first time I heard president of the KKK.
But you know why?
Y'all do. She said that several times, but I'm just surprised she said it on the show. They come get you. I'm going home. I'm going home as soon as the show is over.
See, that's number 45. You see that? That's number 45. She ain't got my back.
We've been friends 40 years.
See, but
you do know why he gets away with everything, right?
Why?
He's the right color.
Okay.
It's a two-tier justice system. If me and you would have been down there at that Capitol, and I was like, come on, Linda, we going through this window, we would have been shot dead before we can get a pinky toe through that door.
What?
But they were the right color and got away with that.
Well, You and I wouldn't have been there. Let me just say this. I believe no, and I'm saying I'm for real now, for real. Hold on. I would have said, you would have said, okay, Linda, come on, we going to the Capitol too. But I just told y'all when I got to the Capitol, because I back in my yesterday now, take the lipstick off. Back yesterday, anybody who know me yesterday, remove the lipstick. Boy, I fight at the drop of a hat. But then you would have told me, Linda, he gonna meet us there. Henry, when we got there, I said, Henry, where is he? I don't see him. I said, you ain't gonna see me either. I'm out. Because now we supposed to be standing for a cause for him.
Mm-hmm.
You lied and said you was gonna be there for me.
Mm-hmm.
Right then said you a bunch of idiots climbing up this wall
Tearing
like
up the
spiders,
wall.
tearing up everything. Now that money coming out y'all pocket, and
Yeah.
then you still not gonna be able to see your family anymore.
Right.
It was just some things we just have to stop and think about. When you stop and think about, or when you ask a number 45 follower, what has he done?
Right.
What has he done? And when you can't answer that question, you know you're the biggest idiot on this side of heaven.
Or they go with not an answer.
Not an answer. And then I've seen journalists go ahead and say, well, you know, President, what is his name? Trump. What that man name? 45. We've
Trump.
seen him
Mm-hmm.
do some things, and he did this and he did that. No, they said Biden. Biden did apples, oranges, and grapefruit. And they was like, yeah, well, he shouldn't have did that. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was Trump who did that. Now your mouth open.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, he could do what? Why? What make him so different? And as I said, and God is, I hope, God protected me. He's that K, a K, and a K president.
Let's go to commercial break on that because I'm going to go and move my car. We're going to go to commercial break right quick and we'll be right back after this.
Okay. All right. Hey, this is your girl, Linda Scott. I am here to introduce you to Linda S. Jury 1426. Now, some of you know me, some of you don't. But if you don't know me, get to know me. Check out and scan the QR code below. Look at the inventory. I made this. God created. I put it together. See you soon. Okay, welcome back, y'all.
Welcome back.
Sharilyn told me while we was on break to be nice. So I don't know how that's gonna work, but I'm gonna do my best.
He said he signed his name on them checks, and that's all people remember.
But that is absolutely. But they didn't know that check came from who. It's a lady name started with an N and a P. They had no clue. This man didn't want to give you nothing.
Right.
He fought. He pulled tooth. He did. I ain't giving them. Oh, speaking of giving you nothing, I'm gonna say another word. The Joker just recently got pissed off of the total for the veteran who got killed in San Antonio.
Oh, yeah.
And he got pissed and told them, don't pay the bill. How dare they say it was for that particular amount? I think it was like $60,000, but she was a veteran. It took them a long time to find where she was, the whole works. And you the one said, okay, we'll pay for it. And then when they give you the bill, I'm not paying for that. She ain't worth that. I'm like,
you don't pay that much.
But for a Mexican, I'm like, what?
Did he actually?
Are you saying these stupid things?
Any Mexican, Hispanic person that votes for him needs to be shot. Cassandra said the only thing we're going to get from him is a legal bill that he can't pay.
And he can't pay it. He can't find nobody to give him the bonds for $464,000. 464 is it 1,000? But can't get that bond done.
Henry, why isn't this rascal in jail?
You're welcome. You know what? I really believe that, like I said before, and I'm just being candid. First of all, he's a white man.
Yes,
So they get away with all kind
murder,
of stuff that black
murder.
people or anybody else can't get away with. And another
Right.
thing, he's rich. So, you put those two things together, he has been rich all of his life. He's been able to build a mega network of people that just all day long. And
Yeah.
when you have people that are doing that, you expect a certain thing. I even believe that I'm gonna say it now. I
Mm.
believe that his marriage to Melania is arranged, and I believe that it's a business partnership, and that's why she looks like she is just like grossed out
Face.
to
Yeah.
touch or be around him.
Well, he could have paid me $200,000 to kiss them. Yeah, he could have paid me that. That's what he paid her. She in it for the
Mhm.
money. You're talking
Mhm.
about sending everybody back to their country, and you got a woman in the house with you that is
Mhm.
not American.
And Donald Trump has always been known for not paying his bills. It's not, and then some of this is not that he don't have the money, is he feels entitled that
Yeah,
if he just think about I don't want to pay, he won't pay. Because
and he don't.
remember when
Yeah,
Hillary pulled the receipts and she had all of these people that came forth and they told their stories of how Donald Trump
but don't.
destroyed their lives, he
Yeah.
would not pay for the services
Mm-hmm.
that their company offered him. So he has a long history of racism, renting to black people, as well as failed businesses with the colleges and everything else.
Yes.
So he has destroyed a lot of lives and just went on and used bankruptcy. And when they asked him, well, why you don't pay any taxes? He said, well, hey, that's a system you all put out there. So he knew how to game the system. This man
Exactly.
have not even shown us his taxes. He didn't even
Period.
release
And
his
we've been
wealth.
waiting for how many years? 10, 12? I don't know. Gina said, when is he going to jail? I think he should be going to jail for murder for so many reasons. For COVID, when millions
Yes.
of people here
Right.
passed away from COVID, and he sent our stuff over to Russia. I heard a story from a guy who said that his friend was telling him that he had opportunity to work with Trump, and he told him, well, I don't think you should, but he went with that deal anyway. And he refused to pay the man. So the man sold a lot of stuff and paid the people who worked for him to make sure whatever the project they was working on was completed. And then the man turned around and killed himself
Oh yeah.
because he couldn't. Yeah, see, all of these stories are out there and they're true. These are not something that we are making up. These are things that you could Google about this idiot and understand this man cares nothing about nobody but himself.
You know.
This man is past craziness. When you hear his interview with Howard Stern, I think it was, when he was describing his daughter and what his daughter meant to him, and she was fine, and he wanted to, that's your daughter. What are you saying? That right there said this man had a mental problem.
He really does have a mental problem.
He got a problem. You stole the money from your family. They ain't just gave it to you. Now let's go in that. Y'all research for yourself. You had no relationship with your mama. Research that for yourself. This man cares about no one but himself. But himself. He don't care who wife he touches. He don't care nothing about a woman, period. We don't have nothing to offer him but a little sex every now and then. He too old to do anything now. So I'm just saying.
You know what? I want to, Linda, Sharilyn, I want to share this with you.
Okay.
Because I honestly believe that this is something that America is overlooking. Donald Trump has this huge base because he has a portion of the Christian right community deceived. There is a Donald Trump prophecy. And And by the way, about the COVID, he mishandled that, fired that department that was supposed to look out for, that Obama established, that was supposed to look out for diseases like that, outbreaks
Yes.
like that. And that's why my aunt died of
Mhm.
COVID-19, and I almost
Sorry.
lost two of my sisters to it. So, it hit so many people really bad. But this is what I want to say. Because Christian people and evangelistic preachers have moved away from their first love and have decided to worship the Cheeto Jesus. This is why we're in this situation. This is why we have this thing going on where Trump, they believe with everything on the inside of them that Trump is called by God to do this, and it scares them about transgenderism. It scares them about homosexuality. It scares them about gay marriage. All of that kind of stuff scares them, instead of them understanding that God gives everyone a choice
Choice.
and allow for people to stand before God and give an account for their own choices in life, and stop trying to make government a church.
Yeah.
Government is not a church. And I think in white Christian religious nationalism
Mhm.
has taken over. Now, the church that my mama went to, and that maybe us when we was a little younger, we went to, is different than
Yeah.
this thing today.
Right.
This thing today, it is so legalistic
Yeah.
that they would rather for people not to have health care, to die from diseases because they cannot get the treatment they need, be hungry, be homeless, and basically get it the same way we got it. But if we all were standing in a field, us, the prostitute, the drug dealer, the whatever, who and Jesus was coming down to meet us, who do you think the first people he's going to run to?
Me. Me. Yeah, that part right there, that piece, Henry, that is it.
What did you think of that Bible he had?
Oh, Jesus.
Well,
Yeah.
I think that it's a shame that Donald Trump has a Bible with the Constitution in it. I think it's a shame that he's hawking that Bible for $50 when you can go get a Bible. Now, I'm not against Bibles with
$60, honey. 60. Don't give him his money now. $60.
Yeah, 60. That's right.
60.
I'm not against having Bibles with concordance in them and all that kind of stuff. But Donald Trump is not living a Christian life.
Donald Trump don't even know.
All these people,
He don't know the first chapter, the middle chapter, nor the end chapter of the Bible. So how are we gonna do this? And first of all, people buying them, right? Where they could have went. Oh, I almost say the hotel. How you know, Linda? Anyway. But Henry, but you could go to your grandma's house and get a Bible. A Bible is free. So you're saying that you're gonna stop China for doing all this and doing that, and they ain't no more this and that, but you sent the product over there so that they could do the copyright on everything, not the copyright, but make the book.
Yeah.
And then you bring it back over here and you're gonna sell it to us. It costs them $3 to make it, and you're gonna sell it for $59.99, $60. Huh? And then
he doesn't care.
The people, if you say Donald Trump open to Mark what? That's what he'll say. You want me to mark?
But now Jim Jones was able to get people to fly all the way across seas and meet him in the middle of nowhere. And look at what Donald Trump is doing. And these people have no idea. They have abandoned every Christian principle it is to follow this man. And there is no way that God has called for us as the body of Christ, as believers, to follow Donald Trump and to worship him no matter what he does.
Oh, because I thought he said no man should have another God before me. Something like
That's
that.
right.
You know, yeah, something else.
Mm-hmm.
So exactly. Exactly. But they can't be careful because they're uneducated and not able to understand what this man is saying.
That's
and
right.
what he is doing. And you know what I'm gonna do, and I got a concept for you. and I doing it and never could. You know what? Wait, hold on. We have a clip that I want to show, and y'all, it's a little lengthy, about 2 or 3 minutes, but the concept, not to the concept, the contents in it is very, very important to us as women and men too, because you have daughters, sisters, and mamas. So if our producer would play that clip for us, I would appreciate it.
During his rally in Green Bay, Wisconsin last night, Donald Trump admitted that his advisors have told him to stop saying that he will protect women. It's probably good advice, given the reality now. It's a line he's been using frequently on the campaign trail. As polls show, he's trailing Vice President Harris by large margins with women. Last night, he went a step further with his protector comments while explaining why his advisors don't want him to make those comments.
My people told me about 4 weeks ago, I was saying, no, I want to protect the people. I want to protect the women of our country. I want to protect the women. Sir, please don't say that. Why? They said, we think it's very inappropriate for you to say. So why? I'm president. I want to protect the women of our country. I'm going to do it whether the women like it or not. I'm going to protect them. I'm going to protect them from migrants coming in. I'm going to protect them from foreign countries that want to hit us with missiles and lots of other things.
Whether women like it or not, that's great. Trump says he'll protect women. Okay, he's got a long history that suggests otherwise.
I gotta use some Tic Tacs just in case I start kissing her. You know, I'm automatically attracted to beautiful. I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. You just kiss. I don't even wait. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab them by the. You can do anything.
I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. Just kiss. I don't even wait. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything. Grab them by the. You can do anything. That's what you said, correct?
Well, historically, that's true with stars.
It's true with stars that they can grab women by the.
Well, that's what it's. If you look over the last million years, I guess that's been largely true. Not always, but largely true. Unfortunately or fortunately.
Do you believe in punishment for abortion? Yes or no, as a principle?
The answer is that there has to be some form of punishment.
For the woman?
Yeah, there has to be some form.
10 cents, 10 years,
I don't
what?
know. That I don't know. That
Why
I don't
not?
know. I don't know.
You take positions and everything else.
I do take positions and everything else. It's a very complicated position. For 54 years, they were trying to get Roe v. Wade terminated, and I did it, and I'm proud to have done it.
The abortion bans due to Donald Trump are certainly punishment for women. I've been bringing the stories here throughout the past 2 weeks of many women who are just examples of many more women who are having reproductive emergencies or emergencies with their reproductive organs, whether they are pregnant or not, who are not getting the health care that they need. And the stories are gruesome, that they're dreadful. They're a horror that nobody should have to endure. And I have to tell them because it's happening now. It's happening now. And this is a lot of the reason why women probably will be the beacon this election and turn out in record numbers.
God, that is that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot to accept. And that's why I can't sit here as a woman and allow you to say she's beautiful, I can go kiss her. I'm beautiful. Kiss me and see what happens. Grab me and see what happens. And he could do
whenever he wants
to women.
Because he's been getting away with it for so long.
He's been
getting away with it for so long. Somebody needs to put a stop to him. Really do. Because he's gonna grab the wrong woman.
Right. You know, as a father of a young lady that's in college, I I hate to hear men talk like that. I absolutely hate to hear men talk like that because there's no respect. They have no respect for women at all. And I think that Donald Trump is disgusting. And I think that he does not deserve to be anywhere near the White House whatsoever, because he just does not understand women, period. You know, if he can't be faithful to the one, if he had to go run and get a porn star while the wife was pregnant, I mean, that's just that he's not there. He's not there. His mind is right.
Don't take Stone and money now. She,
I'm sorry, Stormy.
All these young men,
Yes.
these young Trump supporters who are listening to him, and they hang on to every word he says, and this idea, this ideology that he's putting in their head,
Right.
that they can just go and kiss women and touch women and mistreat women and rape women and do whatever they want.
And that's how to rape. That's why we're so full of.
They're following in behind Trump.
Yeah.
And that is so sad.
It is.
That's so
it
sad.
is. And I agree with you, Henry. He has no business near the White House. And I've been researching a lot about these idiots, but I heard someone say that the White House name should be changed, and I agree, because the White House was meant for white men, white people, not for people of color, the browns and the blacks and the whatever color that we claim to be. And I agree with them. It should be called the House of the Presidency. So something else other than the White House, because you're really taking this White House thing too far. Too far. Yeah, too far. It can't be done. And you're standing in the White House doing what you want to do. Right. And when I say you, I'm speaking of him, people. He's making decisions for himself and not for us. Puerto Rico, he wants to, he wanted to trade them. This idiot did not even know Puerto Rico was a part of the United States. This is how uneducated this man is. That we put him, not we, because I ain't vote for him, but we as a people, we put him in the White House, not knowing the 50 states of the U.S. This is how sad this whole thing with this man is all about. We have to change things. And I think I said last week or week before that I'm so proud to stand with President Harris, because she's opening the door to everyone. She's having Republicans on her cabinet, you know, these things, because she wants the country to go to be great, to stop being to not divide us. We need to come together, but we would never be where we were yesterday. And I'm not including him. Before him, we would never be that. We would never, but we will bring joy. She will bring joy back. And you can see the joy that people are together and they're happy in the presence of her and what she stands for. So let's allow her the opportunity to put our country together, to show what love is and not what he called love, people beating and killing people. Oh, that's love. Love, man, listen, we have to. I can't say that enough, but it's just one of them things that we have to learn how to do. What do you say?
I'm so afraid that on November the 6th, if he should, well, he's gonna lose. When he loses, what's gonna happen then?
We're gonna whoop somebody's ass. That's
I am so afraid. No,
on the serious, it's gonna happen.
No, I am so afraid that when he loses on November the 6th, what's November the 5th, 6th, 7th.
They moved by the time they announced
by the
it.
time,
Yeah.
you know, on the 5th and then on the 6th. But yeah. I just think it's going to be.
Well, we already know it's going to be that because he's already setting that up for that. So we have to, again, as she's already and everybody else is preparing for the ignorance that he has. He's already saying Philadelphia. They already, you know, that's when he's losing, when he calls out all these different states are already cheating in the voting, and nobody never counted the vote. Nobody has counted not one vote yet, but he is crazy. He is crazy. We have to understand that this is not the way things supposed to be going. And Cassandra, you're right. We won't be going back. We can't afford that. We can't afford our kids not to be educated to know we're still fighting from our ancestors. So what are we offering our future tomorrow, our kids? And the only thing that we could offer them right now is that we all go out and vote.
Right.
That's how we start to go forward and making this place a better place to live in.
I think parents, as you vote and you have on your little vote sticker, sit down and talk with your children.
Exactly.
About what this little sticker means, because it means a lot. It's just not like a little sticker that I'm just going to put on my clothes and I'm going to wear. Sit down and explain to your kids why you're voting and why you voted for whoever you voted for, and explain it to them. It's not too late for them to learn now.
Right.
We need to start educating our kids now because no one else is going to do it for us. So I just think you need to explain to them what that little sticker means and be proud of it.
Exactly.
Be proud that you voted and explain it to them.
My daughter called us the other day and she said, make sure you come and get me Friday so I can vote. So she's going to be voting. Me and my wife voted on the very first day of early voting in Georgia. And she said, make sure you come and get me so I can go ahead and get my vote out of the way. See, you know, one of the things that she learned at a young age is that, you know, there's no place for chaos. There's no place for bullying, no place for harassment, and certainly no place for lack of education when it comes to being able to excel in this life. In this life, nobody is going to just give you anything.
Right.
You know, God gives us wisdom if we ask for it. And I think that there's a lot of people right now, a lot of Americans, we are ready to turn the page on so much chaos. Like what we have tonight, this show tonight, so full of understanding, so full of love, so full of, I mean, we're like family on here. And that is coming through the screen, touching so many other people. And that is what people are experiencing when they get involved with a Kamala rally or knocking on doors or phone banking for her, different things of that sort. It's a family thing. So I think that everybody, when they experience the love that we're supposed to have for one another, is seeing that it's time to turn the page and it's time to get back to the business of being an American and loving each other, growing together, and making a difference.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I am so it always so it's almost that time, but listen, it's so many things I wanted to say to you, hear me, because I wanted to talk about the idiot on the 49ers. You know, so everybody listen. Henry mentioned it in the very beginning. What we need to utilize our phones for is Googling information about what is taking place today and tomorrow. And you can Google what happened yesterday. Don't just take our words for it. Definitely don't take 45 because he lied every time he breathes, he lies. But Google for yourself to find out what did this just happen? Why that happened? The idiot went to McDonald's. Grease the bag, he can pass it out the window to somebody he already know. But anyway, it's so many things. that we need to Google for ourselves and learn. Y'all, we got 5 days, 6 days, whatever it is, to make this happen. Now, November the 14th, don't y'all ever forget that. But November the 14th, we're going to celebrate it on November the 5th. And that's going to be my birthday present from the whole country when we say, Madam President. All right, so I'm looking forward to the best birthday gift ever. And I've gotten some good birthday presents, but you can't beat that one right there. So we have to we have to say we have to go, but Henry, don't go. But to listen, Sharilyn and I, thank you all for joining us.
Thank our audience.
Yes, and we would love for you all to go to our YouTube channel, subscribe, like, and share. And if you have any questions and concerns, please don't hesitate to put it in the parking lot, which is going back to our Facebook channel. Put it there, and we will answer. And all we don't know, we know someone who knows. See, Mr. Henry here, don't you?
So
all right.
Next Thursday, we're going to be celebrating.
Yes, we're celebrating. Okay, birthday girl. See, y'all get ready. Get it.
Celebrating next Thursday.
Yeah, so we super excited. So again, thank you all for joining us tonight. And Mr. Henry, thank you for being our guest. We appreciate
Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you.
Thank
and
you, everybody.
Everybody will see you.
Good night.
Good night.